Hey everyone, it's Brad here with a very late look at Six Ages, Ride Like the Wind. This is a sequel to King of Dragon Pass from A Sharp Studios, and just to be full disclosure, I used to work with David Dunham, the founder of A Sharp, and I believe at Shenandoah Studio, and a few of those guys actually have gone on to help with Six Ages. So definitely take my impressions with a grain of salt, but just wanted to show you this interesting game. If you're a fan of King of Dragon Pass, this definitely is worth a look. So let's take a look at Six Ages. Six Ages, like King of Dragon Pass before it, is a complex mix of kind of strategy management games with choose your own adventure elements. So you have these beautiful vignettes where you're forced to make choices, but these then have effects on your clan and the population, the amount of resources you have, etc. You'll also be praying to different gods, which you'll be familiar with if you've played in King of Dragon Pass, to discover new secrets and to influence the world around you. And the game is really driven by these actions more than, say, something like Civ. Like, really, the paths are clearly defined for you through these different options, as well as exploration, where you explore more of the world and discover secrets. So this all works together to grow your clan and increase your renown. There's a lot new in here, but some of the most obvious things to call out is the new Ventures ability, which is where your clan will actually be growing and completing different tasks. So it's almost like a tech tree in some ways, and each year you'll be able to choose one of these tasks, and it will really influence the abilities of your clan and kind of what you're driving toward. On top of that, you have this kind of clan overview screen where you can kind of see all the different parts and possible needs that need to be addressed, and very much in this game, it makes clear that an action will take a season, more or less. So you're really kind of focusing, okay, this year I need to focus on expanding my pastures, or I need to hire more warriors, etc. And that's all laid out there for you. Six Ages is a tricky game to talk about without, getting too much into spoilers, since it is a story game. But really, there's a lot of interesting things going on here. And if you enjoyed King of Dragon Pass, this isn't a complete departure, but maybe an improvement, a kind of modern take on that concept. Sure, there's still a lot of menu-based things, and a few things that may be unintuitive for, like, say, fans of Civ or things like that, but it's definitely has a lot of improvements over King of Dragon Pass in terms of ease, and just some new options that really make you feel like you have a lot of direct control in what's going on. If you have not played King of Dragon Pass, this is a game pretty much unlike anything you've ever played before. It features this fully realized world, which kind of just drops you in the middle of it, which I find really fascinating. It doesn't load you up with a bunch of lore. When you do start the game, you kind of get to choose the path that your clan chose and these great events that happened far in the past. But once you're in the world, you're kind of learning as you go, and that discovery is really fun and really interesting. And the fully realized world just has its own politics. Like, you may be fully in the right of attacking a certain clan just because that's the traditions. So even though you might think it's not what you would do personally, it's actually what your clan should do because that's what your clan has chosen to be. And so it's really fascinating the way it drives towards this interesting culture. There's very few games I've played that really make me feel like I'm in a completely different culture. Six Ages, like its predecessor, is a fairly complex game. It will take a lot of trial and error to be able to master the game. There is a tutorial here, which is very helpful to get you started, but as you play through the game, you'll learn kind of, what brings success, what does not bring success, and that can be a journey of discovery or frustrating depending on the type of game player that you are. But if you really want a deep strategic and RPG type experience, this is definitely worth checking out. So be sure to check out Six Ages, which is available now on the App Store.